Welcome lads and lasses to Dan Ventures Out. Today we are at Port Macquarie's Koala Hospital and checking out the koalas here. Also going to learn a little bit about koalas in their own personal museum. Join me in this educational experience with koalas from Australia. That's a long drive. Oh, we're just at the koala hospital here. And behind me we've got all information about the different koalas that are recovering here or are permanent residents, because a few of them were. They've each got their own names and information about where they were found and what may have happened to them to cause any injury. And there was some, like this fella here, Roto Jazz, was born here. Supposedly will be released when they're healthy enough to. They've got a little koala museum here too. There's a whole bunch of information about koalas, little diagrams. There's skull comparisons here. There's a koala skull there and a fruit koala skeleton down there. Here's the koala's mating call. How interesting. Up here in the koala museum, they've got a life cycle of the little joeys. So they start off tiny and get bigger obviously as they grow. Over here there's a koala taxidermied. Looks legit. Oh, on the wall here they have 4 different types of fur that are found in Australia. They've got wombat, possum, koala and a wallaby, that's right. They've kind of been touched so much that they're getting a bit bald though, which is a bit strange, but anyway, still cool. Apparently, koalas are the only other animal like humans that have individual fingerprints. Who knew? And here's another very common question: is a koala a bear? And the answer is no. They're a marsupial. Here's one very interesting piece of information. It's got where in Australia you can actually find koalas in the wild. So the green is where they have higher numbers, and then there's a little hashed section where they have slightly less numbers, but apparently the rest of Australia has very few koalas. We got one of the koalas here. He's eating some eucalyptus leaves.
Must be the weather. Everybody's eating.
Nice.
Usually they're sleeping this time of day.
Pretty cool. Little fella's just eating away. Bobby's his name. Got a koala up here having a sleep. Up in the tree there. This one's called Campbelltown Hunter. Very interesting. Well, if you look down in the enclosure, they've got their own like water supply and leaves and all that. Obviously trees to climb and shelter from the rain, which we can see up there. We've got the artificial grass, the tap over there for water. Pretty well looked after. Apparently they get fresh eucalyptus leaves every day and obviously get their pens cleaned every day as well. And yeah, really cool. This lady over here just wetting the leaves, presumably to keep them fresh. Cool. We've got one here, Maria River Road Yarn. Apparently not Jan. Who knew? Wish we'd seen that. Just jumped across to a different tree. Looks like we're going down the tree here. We're gonna have a little snooze. Going up. Not bad, not bad. There's so many koalas here. And then they've got like these bigger enclosures where they'll have multiple. And one of the volunteers was saying that once the koalas are able to climb up and down the trees, they can be released into the wild again, which is pretty cool. Obviously there's a few that are permanent residents here. There's another koala here from Campbelltown. Campbelltown Benny. Apparently he was found on the side of the road after being hit by a car, presumably, and lost all of his vision. It's a bit sad. Poor fella. Apparently he's now a permanent resident here because obviously he cannot see, but has a lot of life left in him. Supposedly he was only 4 years old when he was admitted. Apparently koalas can live from 13 to 18 years old. So this fella's still got plenty of time. Probably another 10 years, so good on him. At least he's now safe in the conservation hospital here. Don't know if you can quite see it on the back of this koala's here, but there's a little tag. This guy's 331. And they're tagged and microchipped just in case they need to be released. They can collect information. It's really cool. They've got all these plaques along here that just give a little bit of information or backstory on each of the koalas that have been here or have been released, and just makes people more aware of what can happen to the koalas in the wild. There's a little plaque here about a koala named Birthday Girl who apparently walked through a birthday party and was then microchipped and tagged and then released. Apparently she came back here when she was quite old and passed away at a grand old age of 25 years old, making her the oldest koala ever recorded. Not too shabby. Well done, Birthday Girl. Well done. Oh, just talking to one of the volunteers here. She was really nice. She had a bunch of information about all the different koalas here and how they adapt to like the storms and getting fed during the day now and stuff like that. In the wild they're nocturnal animals, but in here they're awake a lot during the day. So like this fella here, it's just behind the leaves there, and yeah, he's chomping away, happy to be awake. Apparently they're normally sleeping for about 20 hours a day, so to see them so active is really cool. Just walking past this big fella here. He's a really big fella. Apparently he's almost 10 kilos according to the information there. Apparently this fella's named Campbelltown Casper. And apparently all the koalas from the Campbelltown region are a lot bigger than the standard koala that is found out near Port Stephens and surrounding areas, so that's rather interesting. They're built different. Just at the back of the koala sanctuary here, they've got a bunch of eucalyptus trees that they'll give out for free if you live in a certain part of the coast, so that you can plant a eucalyptus tree near your house or out the back of your house or somewhere nearby. They got a whole bunch of souvenirs for too. Socks, slinkies, a whole bunch of random things. It's different. Here at the Koala Hospital, they completely rely on donations, volunteer work, and you're even able to adopt a koala here to support them through their struggles in life, basically. Because a lot of the koalas here have been injured or have disabilities of some kind, and they come here to recuperate. Well, I didn't realize before, but all of the koalas on this wall here have been released into the wild and live happy and free. As you're going through the hospital here, there's a whole bunch of little information boards. For example, this one says, what color are the soles of the koala's feet? The answer is they are black. There's a whole bunch of trivia that you can learn as you go through the conservation hospital. Pretty cool. Here's a bit of information for the oldies watching. Apparently the famous country singer John Williamson came to the conservation hospital in the 1980s and then went on to create the song Goodbye Blinky Bill. There you go. If you want to come here to the Koala Conservation Hospital, it is open every day from 8:30 till 4 o'clock, so you can come here and see the koalas, buy something from the store, and have a look at the museum and learn something cool about koalas. Oh, we're done with the Koala Hospital now. Really cool place to visit. Got to see a whole bunch of koalas in enclosures, sure, but very peaceful, very happy, and quite active, surprisingly, which you never see at a normal zoo. But yeah, definitely worth coming, I think. Come check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this adventure, and please like, comment, and subscribe to see more from me.